How to Build Links Part 2 by David Harry. For more information, visit www.the-seo-handbook.com. Foundational Link Building. Once upon a time, links meant more than toolbar, PageRank, and SERP, Search Engine's Results Page. Referrers. They meant actual surf-in traffic. I wanted to start out by stating that that is still a consideration. I have seen what a link from a top industry media website can do. Links can be a traffic consideration. Don't focus obsessively on building links willy-nilly in an attempt to rocket up the ranks and become a gazillionaire. Don't fool yourself. Some links can actually bring in some pretty good traffic all on their own, folks. Don't get myopic. It's like a finger pointing away to the moon. Don't concentrate on the finger, or you will miss all the heavenly glory. Bruce Lee in Enter the Dragon, 1974. There are some old standards that make up what I like to call foundational link building, in that they aren't the most creative, but form a good base from which to grow. Link Building 101. Have something to offer. Yep, it's true. Often one of the most logical and overlooked areas of link building is to offer something of value to encourage the person to link back to you. If it's something for respected industry minds, or just for the average surfer or consumer, it doesn't matter. As far as I'm concerned, while faking it works here and there, value is always a good path to take. Relevance. As a relevance junkie, I must also mention that wherever possible, try to maintain relevance in your link building activities. The more closely themed your approach, the more potential link love you can get back for your efforts. Maximize the strength of the links via relevance of link text relevance to your site and target terms, page relevance of the site the backlink is on, and site relevance of the site containing the link. The tighter the relevance targeting of each link, the more potential strength there will be to be had from a given link in the profile. Certainly you can't always control the above factors, but wherever possible, try to achieve the highest state of relevance for any link coming back to your site or target page. Directory links. There has been plenty of buzz around the directory submission world the last while, and some folks are being scared away from using these resources. It seems Google is giving some directories more value or authority than others. I personally never really put much weight into this tactic over some of the others on this list, so I'm not overly concerned. I've always been of the mind that 50 quality directory submissions was time well spent, but 1,000 half-assed ones were not. In today's current climate of uncertainty, this theory still works well and continues to hold some water. If it is free directories or the paid variety, there is some merit worth doing directory submissions, just not overdoing. If directory submission can be one of the core elements of a quality link profile, I still recommend a certain amount of it at this stage of the game. If you can find a reputable service for the submission process, it can be a painless endeavor. For starters, one should never simply go running about dropping submissions to every directory in sight. No, that ain't gonna cut it. You should first be hitting some of the more well-known directories, and not some list of 2,000 crap locales. For me, any link building activity needs to also have the potential for actual traffic. This is why targeting is an important aspect, though serious traffic generation is generally not likely. Then you'd be looking for directories in your niche. Topically related directories can be more effective and build relevance as far as links are concerned. Finding market-related vertical directories can be done a few ways, such as using some Google Dorks search operators. We could try searching electronics directory add/submit, or if we're geo-targeting, add a TLD operator, electronics directory add/submit site:.com.au. More on Google Dorks later on. You get the idea. Replace electronics with your keyword or phrase and play with some searches. This is one good way for finding niche directories that Google has at least indexed, which is a start. The next thing we need to do is assess those directories. Notice I said assess? It is important to evaluate a given directory to establish if it's a target worth having. What I mean is that we want to ensure we're not wasting time with a submission. Some of the common factors we can look at are indexation. What is the site's indexation on the major search engines? Google, Yahoo, Live. Domain age. Older domains tend to have more trust from search engines. Require a reciprocal link. Quality directories do not. PageRank. Not the greatest measure, but a minor metric in the mix. Backlinks. Are there many backlinks? What quality are they? Domain information. Has it been moved many times? Ownership changes? By looking at some of these factors, we can begin to get a feel for which directories are worth targeting and which ones aren't. Be sure to take the time involved for ensuring submission is not a waste of time. I would also suggest looking at some of the many paid directories out there, as search engines tend to value these higher, and the links tend to be of greater value. Either way, always look to establish some value to the asset. Submission strategies make the difference. Now that we have a list of directories we're interested in and associated values, it's time to get busy with the submission process. Now, this isn't as simple as creating a title and description for the listing and hammering away. What we want to consider is link text diversity and timing. Timing, in that link profiles will degrade over time, and as such, we want a nice steady stream of links. This means I would work on the process a few times per week over a 6-month period to ensure we get timed velocity. Each market will be different, so spend some time monitoring top competitors' link profile growth rates before starting your own campaigns. Also, we want to have diversity in the title text, usually the link, and the description. You'll have to take your keyword research and look at which target terms are most in need of links at the time of submission. These are often the core money terms, but often there will be the need for targeting lesser terms that are underperforming. You would want to use some variants of semantic phrasings to further balance out the diversity of link texts in your profile. By controlling the rate of submissions and the diversity of the listing titles and texts, you'll be able to get the most from the exercise. Can you see what I was saying about doing it wrong? The difference between SEO geeks and the rest of the peeps is in the strategy. Even from the most basic levels of foundational link building, there's every opportunity to do it wrong, or at least not as well as you could. And this is the basics, my friends. Forums and blog comments. While I'm a huge fan of chatting on forums and via comments on people's blogs, I don't generally include it in the course of most link building programs. Now why? Well, it simply isn't for everyone. You can just as easily damage your brand by looking like an idiot in the attempt to gain some minor link love. If you or someone on your staff is a chatty bubble that can go out and add some value in short order to forums and blogs, then it's certainly another avenue to look into. Be sure to participate. Don't merely go around looking for places to link drop. If you intend to also utilize social media marketing in your promotional efforts, and then aligning it with the link building efforts is a must. That is when these types of situations can arise. Finding blogs. Some good spots to look for blogs are Technorati, My Blog Log, Blog Hub, Blog Catalog, and Google Blog Search. Once more, I'm not really a huge fan of either of these methods in one links building programs. We really have to consider the ROI, and they generally are weak links. Furthermore, as search engines get better at page segmentation, there's every chance that these types of links would be devalued or discounted altogether someday soon. To get the entire simple-to-follow SEO handbook, visit www.the-seo-handbook.com.